Hello everyone. You are welcome to my channel, Vikash Lecture on Pharmacy. In this lecture I'll discuss unit operation. And under the unit operation I'll discuss about size reduction. Let me introduce myself first. I am Mr. Vikash, Assistant Professor of Pharmaceutics. Now, what is size reduction? Size reduction is the process of reducing large solid particles into smaller particles by applying external force. What are the objectives of size reduction? For the perfect and uniform mixing of drugs. To increase the surface area of the substances. To improve the drug absorption into the body. To make the dosage form more perfect and stable. To increase the rate of drying of the substances. What are the principles of size reduction? First one is impact. When a moving surface strikes a stationary object, or a moving object hits a stationary surface at very high speed, it is called an impact. Hammer mill works on this principle. The next one is compression. When pressure is applied via two rigid surfaces from opposite direction to crush the material, it is called compression. Example, jaw crusher, roller mill. Next, attrition or rubbing. When particles experience high friction between two moving surfaces and produce very fine particles. Example, disc mill or attrition mill. The last one is cutting or shearing. When sharp blades slice or cut the material to a smaller size. Cutter mill follows this principle. Now let's talk about some instruments used for size reduction in the laboratory. Number 1 is hammer mill. Hammer mill works on principle of impact. Here you can see the diagram of a hammer mill whose right side has the material inlet, which is also called a hopper. The machine consists of a metal casing or cover which encloses a central shaft which can rotate at high speed. At least 4 or more than 4 hammers can be attached to the shaft. The lower part of the casing consists of a screen through which small particles can pass and be collected after the size reduction. Let's discuss about the workings of hammer mill or how it works. Feeding. Material is fed into the chamber through the feeder, or material inlet, also called a hopper. Impact. The rapidly spinning hammers strike the material with high speed, causing it to fracture. Grinding. The material is further crushed by colliding with the inner walls of the chamber. Finally, discharge. Particles that are reduced to a smaller size than the screen holes pass through, while larger pieces remain in the chamber to be hit again by the hammers. Now, let's talk about its application in pharmacy. It is used for milling active pharmaceutical ingredients, also called as API. Also utilized for grinding nuts, barks, and roots to produce ingredients for powders, body lotions, and creams. Now, let's know the advantages of this mill. At first, it is less expensive than other crushers. The machine does not require a large space and occupies small space. Hammer mill is capable of grinding many different types of materials. Brittle materials are the best for this mill. The machine is very much easy to maintain and clean. Now discussing the disadvantages of the mill. This machine is not suitable for sticky materials. Because of high impact with the hard substance, the machine produces high temperature. The mill may be choked if the feed rate is not controlled. There is a possibility of clogging of the screen. Next instrument which is widely used is ball mill. It works on the principle of both impact and attrition. Let's see the construction of ball mill. Ball mill consists of a rotating cylinder or cylindrical vessel. Inside the cylinder stainless steel balls are kept. Those balls occupies nearly 30 to 50% of the mill's volume. A motor is attached to the cylinder, which helps in rotation of the cylinder. A feeding inlet and discharge system is also present for material inlet and fine particle collection. Working of ball mill. First, cylindrical drum is filled with grinding media, which may be steel or ceramic balls, and raw materials are also filled. When cylindrical drum begin to rotate, 2 mechanisms work. One is impact, when balls hit the materials, and another one is attrition, where balls rub the materials. The rotation speed of the cylinder should be optimized. If it rotates too fast, centrifugal force keeps the balls stuck to the walls, preventing grinding, and if it rotates too slow, balls will stay on the lower part of the cylinder. Applications of ball mill. Lots of applications are there, mostly used for the grinding of pharmaceutical substances, used in the formulation of suspension, also used for the perfect mixing and homogenization, and milling of the API for the preparation of ophthalmic and parenteral products. What are the advantages of a ball mill? A ball mill can produce very fine particles. Milling is done in the closed cylinder. That's why no contamination can happen from the environment. This machine is suitable for both wet and dry grinding. Ball mill helps in uniform mixing also. It has some disadvantages also. First of all, the milling process takes a long time. Second, the machine produces high noise and vibration. Third is that cleaning of the machine is very much challenging. And fourth is, due to high impact balls and walls, particles can wear and tear and mix with the materials, resulting in contamination. Hope you enjoyed the lecture and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.